Glass blowing was probably the last medium I had a chance to work with. I kind of just stumbled on it by Googling for stained glass, and I found Bay Area Glass Institute here in San Jose, and the first thing I came up with was glass blowing, and then it lit a bulb, and I said, oh my god, glass blowing, that's what I wanted to do. That's one thing I wanted to try. And once I walked into the studio, that was it. I was hooked. Before this, I was a global project manager for Agilent Technologies, working in their IT department. I think that there is a lot of things that I've learned from my tech days that I've brought over here. And a lot of it is staying organized. I mean, truly staying organized and truly sticking to what you're trying to get done. Kind of going through the plan of what you want to do to make your piece, because you only have X amount of time to do it. Drawing is definitely the way to go. I mean, one of the things is that if you have the drawing, and even if you have it on the floor with you, it keeps you focused on your shape. You may start with this ball, right? But your shape may be long and tall and narrow. And you can get there from a ball, but it's just how you get there from a ball. So you have to be focused, okay, what am I making? Because your steps are part of getting to that end result. Everyone puts it as you have a relationship with the glass. You kind of understand how what the glass will do, what it won't do. It's kind of like you have to kind of coax the glass when you're working with it. If you force it too much, it can cause you some problems. So you kind of have to like work with it. You're both kind of, kind of make the final piece, but there is a whole lot of coaxing you have to do with the glass. I know of quite a few people that if they having a bad day, it'll show up in their glass work. My ideas are, boy, they come from everywhere. I mean, they can come from movies, they can come from just visual things on the street, they can come from just about anywhere, from dreams, they come from reading stories. If I've never done a piece before, then it's kind of like your R&D. You try things out. You have it in your mind of your game plan of what you want to do, knowing a bit about glass that this should work. But you're not quite sure, so you try it. You just have to play with it. You have to look at it, try it again. If it doesn't work that way, change your game plan. It's all part of the experiment. It's all part of the journey, so to speak, of trying to get to where you want to with this. It's not like wood or clay or anything, because you have to do it right then and there. You just can't stop and wrap it in towels or something and put it away for the next week until you figure out what it is. You have to do it. You have no choice. And try to pull all the good parts that came out of it, because usually something happens that, hey, this worked pretty well. Or you found something that worked really well that you could use on another project. Most of my colors are primarily transparent because I like what glass is. Glass is transparent. I like the fact that you can use it as a lens for different things. That you can, make things so that they magnify or they shrink down, and just by the depth of your clear. For the picture, I used a mold so that I could have all those bubbles in it. I like that pattern, I like that look. I think it's just kind of nice to see just an even pattern of bubbles all over. People actually, asked, how do I do that? I said, it takes a long time to put all the bubbles in by hand. I like the satisfaction of blowing glass. It's really kind of, it's so hard. It's just, I get such a satisfaction of doing it and then opening the needler and finding that they all came out okay. I do like it. I don't know, there's something, I do like that, having to really jump on it, really to focus on it to make it work. Because when it does work, then it's great.